Hey everyone, this is how to load and unload an AR-15. This is an AR-15 other firearm. There's a whole bunch of legal definitions, but the mechanism is the same as all other ARs that you're going to encounter. Some have ambidextrous controls on them. The only ambidextrous control I have on this is the safety, and we aren't going to be touching the safety today. So, let's begin. Speaking of safety, there's a couple of things that we have to keep in mind when we're using firearms in general. Always keep the firearm pointed in a safe direction. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And because we aren't shooting, we're not going to worry about our target because we're not. So keep the gun pointed in a safe direction and keep your finger off the trigger. Also, most importantly, treat the gun like it's a real gun, because in this case it is. We are going to be using snap caps today. Snap caps are dummy rounds. These are blue, so you can tell that they're not real rounds. It's really important when you're loading an AR, because it has a free floating firing pin, not to put live ammunition through the chamber over and over and over. Loading it up one time, usually okay. Still, always do it in a safe direction, because you have a free floating firing pin. The inertia of that firing pin can cause the primer to ignite. Be careful out there. So, first step, verify the condition of your firearm. So, before you have any ammunition, take your charging handle, pull it to the rear, lock the firearm to the rear position, lock your bolt to the rear position with the bottom of the ping pong paddle below the axis of the pin. You should now have a free floating charging handle, just kind of, no spring tension, and your bolt is to the rear. So from here you can verify your chamber is clear and you're good to go. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can start with an empty chamber. This is what I like to do. It gives more consistent feeding, and because you're doing this administratively, there's not like a firefight or something you have to get rounds right away. This also ensures a slightly more positive magazine catch. So step two, you have an open chamber, take your magazine, put it into the magazine well. Once it goes in, it should click, pull down, make sure the magazine is actually locked in there. If you have an empty bolt, this could be a more difficult step. Some people load their magazines to 30, some people load them to 29, that's what I do. Some people load them to 28. People who download them from 30 for a standard size magazine, that's because of this step. You want to make sure you get your magazine fully inserted into the firearm. From here, you press your ping pong paddle, your bolt will go forward. Now you have a loaded firearm. Make sure your safety is staying in the safe position all the time. Also, if you're really professional, you want to look professional, take your dust cover, close it up. There you go. Now, to unload your AR-15, the first step, just like with any other semi-automatic firearm, is to remove the source of ammo. Take that magazine out by pressing the magazine release, depressing, and then pulling out. There's a good chance it'll just fall free. Step number two, in a safe direction still, grab onto that charging handle and pull to the rear. Your round should come out of the chamber. There you go. So, what I like to do from here, just to verify that it's out, lock it to the rear again, empty chamber, your gun is unloaded. You are good to go. That's how to administratively load and unload an AR-15. Hope you guys found that helpful. Stay safe with your firearms and treat all guns like they're loaded. Stay safe out there, everyone. See ya.